Hello and welcome to Phakaaathi TV. I'm your host, Khaya Ndubane. With me, as usual, I have Tshepo Ntsoelengoe, our resident analyst. Today we change our focus to Bafana Bafana. They played last night against Ghana in the AFCON qualifiers. They lost 2-0, Msepana. Looking through the streams, because SABC and SuperSport didn't show us that game. Personally, I was not impressed. They lack hunger. I think Ofori could have made a cup of coffee and just stayed in goals and do nothing and just sip a coffee. Maybe you have a different view on what happened last night.
Sure, Brake, and thanks for coming to the show once again, as always. Brake, I think a lot of people would share, the same sentiments that you have regarding the team. I mean, last night's game was not really, one of the best displays that we have seen from Bafana Bafana, in the last, couple of months, looking back at the previous game when we played against Mali and we beat them in a friendly match, yesterday's team wasn't really gelling well. Like, there was nothing really, going right for them. I mean, like you said, Ofori could have just, sat at the post and just made himself some coffee and just sat there, because I mean, we were not making any threats, So I mean, it was very disappointing, and I mean, again, looking at the fact that was our first game in the qualifiers. I think we were supposed to go out there and come with a point, at least, if not maximum points. But I mean, even the goals, the first goal by Thomas Partey was a long range strike, but unfortunately for Ronan Williams, it was deflected a bit, and it eluded him. The second goal, I was very disappointed with our defense. I looked at Buhle Mkhwanazi and our skipper Tyson Hlatshwayo. They were both at the back, at the center back, and what Buhle Mkhwanazi should have made was get a bit closer to Mohamed, who scored the second goal, but he was too slow to mark him, and because Tyson Hlatshwayo was marking the player who was eluding him on the right side, taking a run, so he made a right choice by going to the other player, whereas Buhle Mkhwanazi was late to stop Mohamed from shooting, and they beat Ronan Williams 2-0, and it's very disappointing. But again, I mean, it's our first game. Let's see how it's going to unfold in the second game.
Lastly, before we move on to the Sudan game, there's also an insinuation that Ntseki seems to favor the bench warmers over Sudan, the local players who are performing week in and week out in the PSL, and they are letting him down. You mentioned Zungu. Zungu is not playing regularly, so he's not match fit. So couldn't have perhaps used a player like Manyama, who's been helping Chiefs go to the top of the table.
I mean, probably, if it was another coach, I mean, knowing that, the likes of Zungu haven't been playing that much, yes, I mean, and for me personally, I would have preferred to go with Manyama, because I see Manyama playing week in, week out. But again, just like I said earlier, we are not in Molefe Ntseki, and we are not at the training base of Bafana Bafana when we are training. And like I said, he kind of, had a strategy going to this game. And I don't really think it's the matter of, favoring, overseas-based players. I just think, he wanted to go with his strategy, but unfortunately on the day, his strategy did not work out for him.
They are hosting Sudan at Orlando Stadium. Sudan, who are on a high coming into this game, having won their previous game by 4-0. If I'm correct.
Correct.
Your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, I mean, I think they will come into this game, with their morale very high, looking at the fact they beat Sao Tome Principe 4-0. I mean, it's always, a positive, a note to go into the qualifiers and winning your first game. But again, we are playing at home. I mean, Bafana Bafana is playing at home. So I think Bafana Bafana should really take advantage of this game by making sure that they get the 3 points. I mean, already, Sudan and your Ghana have already collected maximum points in the first games, so it's about time that Bafana Bafana make sure that going to a second game they get the maximum points.
The young Bafana Bafana, our under 23, they are facing Nigeria in a crunch game where they need either a win or a draw to reach the semis of the under-23 AFCON. Your thoughts on that one?
That's one thing that never really disappoints, Brake. Our under-23s, our under-20, have been doing quite well in the last couple of years. And if you look at our under-23 team, they have quality players. They have your likes of Tshepo Ntsoelengoe, they have Lufasi, they have Lyle Foster, they have Tshepo Ntsoelengoe and Tshepo Ntsoelengoe are playing in the PSL regularly, and we've been doing quite a good job. And looking at the fact that Coach David Notwane actually left with the team with only 15 players, I'm really glad they have gone this far by collecting 4 points in the group stages, and they're actually on top of the log. Tshepo Ntsoelengoe scoring a beautiful free kick in the game against Ivory Coast. It really shows us that we have a team in the under 23. And going to this game against Nigeria, we all know Nigeria are our nemesis in every level of our football. So but again, I trust and believe in our team, and I think Coach David Notwane will do very well, as well as the players in the field. They will do very well in this game.
There you have it, Mtsepana. Not only believe that our under-23 are going to beat Nigeria tonight, he believe that they are going to go all the way and lift the trophy. Do you agree with him? Perhaps you don't agree with him. As usual, you can share your views on our social media platforms. On Twitter, we're at Phakaaathi. On Facebook, Phakaaathi. Until next time, enjoy the beautiful game.